Whoa, just for him? That's delayed. What the heck? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mary, and today I'm going to be watching The Truman Show. This one was released in 1998 and directed by Peter Weir, and I've actually just gone on Peter Weir's profile and he's directed some pretty good movies that I probably should check out, but I'm aware of the concept of this film because I watched it when I was like 14, 15, but I don't remember it, and because of that I was like, okay, I need to rewatch this movie because I know that it's a classic. I know everybody loves it, and so for the second viewing of my life for this film, I wanted to record it and share the experience with you guys, because as you guys know, I have a goldfish's memory. I can watch something like a year ago and I would probably forget it if I watch it now. So considering it's been a number of years since I was 14, 15 years old, I think it was about time that I watched this movie again. Written by Andrew Niccol, stars Jim Carrey, Ed Harris, who I loved in Westworld, by the way, and Laura Linney is in this as well. I don't know Laura Linney, but excited to see her regardless. Before we get into this reaction video, I want to quickly talk about Patreon. Guys, if you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon. The link is in the description bar and the pinned comments down below. You just need a copy of the movie so that you can watch the uncut version with me. But besides uncuts, there is early access to my content, bloopers, behind the scenes polls. For the uncuts, you just need a copy of the movie yourself so that you can watch it along with me. There will be a timer and I can be on one screen and the movie can be on the other screen. And down below, you can also find all my social media handles: Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, TikTok, Facebook, as well as my two other channels, my gaming channel, Cherry Plays, and my vlog channel, Very Cherry. All right, guys, let's watch The Truman Show.
You're gonna have to go on without me.
Truman Burbank as himself. Where's Jim Carrey? Created by Christof. Just Christof. Like Cher.
We find many viewers leave him on all night for comfort.
What if he wants to have some alone time?
Promise me one thing, though. If I die before I reach the summit, you'll use me as an alternative source of food.
What the heck? Louise Coltrane as Marlon.
It's all real. Nothing here is fake. Nothing
Except-
you see on this show is fake.
Except he's acting as somebody else. Day 10,909. How many years is that?
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah, come on, Pluto.
Pluto. Watched a movie called The Spy That Never Dies. The dog in that movie is called Pluto as well. Like, I literally watched it yesterday. Holy crap! Serious. 9. Oh, the sky is so
Here's a
blue.
news flash just then. An aircraft in trouble began shedding parts as it flew over Sea Haven just a few moments ago.
Well, that makes sense.
Luckily,
Oh
no
my
one was
God.
hurt. But hey, how do you feel
Is a
today?
camera inside his
Good. You need to
speedometer?
fly with classical drive, so why don't you forget about the perils of flying? Settle
And
back.
this world is so perfect.
That'd be all for you, Truman?
That's the whole kit and caboodle.
Catch you, ladies.
Okay. I love his mannerisms. I do like the piano music. It's very calming. Burbank. What a name, Truman Burbank.
Yes, Fiji, please. Do you have a listing for Lauren Garland?
Everyone can hear him anyways. They all look the same.
I have an appointment. Dentist.
You're gonna lose a lot more than your teeth if you don't meet your quota.
Damn, dude. Harbor Island. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
That is
You're
so
still here,
creepy.
huh?
One way or return?
Return.
Obviously, dude. How do they put cameras everywhere, though? Is he getting sus? What's going on?
Hi, honey.
His ass is sticking out.
It's amazing.
Truman.
His butt, I can't.
That is a beer.
Was that an ad?
What the hell's wrong with your job? You have a great job, Truman. You have a desk job.
A desk job.
Where's there to go?
Fiji.
Really wants
Where
to
the
go
hell's
to
Fiji? Near Florida?
Florida.
This is us. And all the way around here, Fiji.
It's a long way to
Get
go.
any further
You know, there are still islands in Fiji where no human being has ever set foot.
Wow, didn't know that.
You can't just up and go.
Up and go. That's a drink.
Bonus time is just around the corner.
I don't think the show would want him to leave, especially to Fiji.
I don't like the look of that weather, son. I think we should head back.
Oh no, Dad!
We
Did
should go
something
back.
bad happen to his
Listen.
dad? Oh no! Oh God! Wait, how long has it been a show? Has this been captured? I mean, obviously that was a flashback in his memory for us. Whoa, just for him? God damn. That's weird. That's delayed. What the heck? And here comes the rest of the rain. Okay, that's more normal. There was definitely a glitch there, though.
I want to get away. See some of the world. Explore.
Has he ever traveled? Maybe that's why he wants to do it so bad.
You never see anything anyway. They always turn the camera and
He's from
play
Brooklyn
music and
Nine-Nine.
The wind blows in and the curtains move. And you don't see anything.
He wants to, though.
Oh, I might as well pick one of these up while I'm at it.
For the white.
He's got to have them.
He likes him for himself. I don't get who's part of the show and who's not. Obviously, his wife, she was in the beginning. One of his mates.
Dad?
Dad! Oh!
Hey, what are you doing? Hey!
So his dad's alive? Whoa! No way!
Somebody stop it!
Holy crap. I thought his dad actually died. He's alive? That's so weird.
And you know what else was strange? A businessman and a woman with a little dog came out of nowhere and forced him onto a bus.
It's about time they cleaned up the trash downtown before we become just like the rest of the country.
What's with his mom?
Did Dad have a brother?
Truman, you know, your father was an only child, just like you.
Why is the mum covering it up?
You sailing off into that storm, but I've never blamed you, Truman.
That's convincing. Aw. Oh, cute.
Fixing the more.
Her hair is always so perfect.
What did you want?
I made macaroni.
I'm not hungry.
You really ought to throw out that mower. Get one of those new elk rotaries.
That was such an ad. This is so weird and creepy. Oh, he had another lady love. They seem to like each other. That guy's so annoying. Stop. Good. She's beautiful.
Ow! Whoa! Ow! Whoa! Excuse me!
In comes the wife?
Such a klutz all day.
All right.
Been very forward. Wow. She saw him and she knew what she had to do. I mean, honestly, they kind of look similar anyway. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Why are we looking at this bracelet? Ah, because it belongs to her. But Meryl won't let him. She just won't let him. Yeah, she sees. They're pushing her away. So weird, man.
See you later, loser.
Ow!
Shh. Hey, maybe this will finally give him alone time. It's the girl. Unless somebody else owns a similar bracelet. That would be weird. He's got to come up with a reason to talk to her. Oh, or not. Just talk to her. Hey, it's her sweater.
Hi, konnichiwa. You take Japanese.
Oh, yes.
Not very good at it, though, clearly.
Lauren, right? It's on there.
He's very perceptive when it comes to her.
Truman, I'm not allowed to talk to you.
Really?
That sucks.
I like your pen. I was wondering that myself.
How's it going to end?
If we don't go now, it won't happen. Do you understand?
So, does she know that he doesn't know that things are being recorded? Because she's like, do you understand? And he clearly doesn't. And there are clearly going to be repercussions. I mean, she said she wasn't allowed. She's gonna get in trouble. I don't know what her role is in this town. If she's an actress as well. Aww. I bet she would go to Fiji with you.
They're gonna be here any minute.
Who are?
They don't want me talking to you.
They. Just tell him. Tell... Oh my goodness. Okay. No time to talk when you got a kiss.
Everybody knows everything you do. They're pretending, Truman. Do you understand? Everybody.
She's telling him.
No. My name's not Lauren. It's Sylvia. My name's Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fake. It's all for you.
I don't
And the
understand.
sky and the sea, everything. It's a set.
Everything? Even the sky and the sand?
I really would like to know what's going on.
She has episodes.
Schizophrenia.
Get out of here. Come on, find
Don't worry. We're going to
See you in
Fiji.
school.
Fiji. We're moving to Fiji.
We're moving to Fiji. That's why. That's why he wants to go to Fiji. And probably why Meryl shut down the Fiji idea like straight away because she knows everything as well. That's so heartbreaking.
I can't believe he married Meryl on the rebound.
I mean, that's what they wanted. They were setting it up for Meryl and Truman. Oh, that's why. He's been trying to find her face and recreate her just from memory. Jesus, this is so heartbreaking. This is so sad. Oh, she still remembers him after all these years.
Remember, good driver. Good.
What the heck is going on?
Good. Good driver.
I don't understand why he hasn't been sus since. Like, Sylvia told him. He found his dad. People tried to steal his dad away from him. It only rains on him.
He's heading west on Stewart. Okay, he's making his turn.
And then this is happening.
Something wrong. Change frequencies.
Change frequencies. Oh, God!
Sorry about that, folks. I guess we picked up a police frequency or something. It sometimes happens, and it can drive you crazy. I'm
Police
back in here, and
frequency.
we've
What a
still got
lie.
great news.
Is he gonna choose to do something different today, maybe? He should do something crazy like cheat on his fake wife. Like, what would they do? What would the producers do if he murdered his wife? Because he'd be murdering a real person. I think they'd need to stop the show at that point. This is just so crazy. Like,
Pretty cool. Yeah.
it's incredible how many cameras there are in this one suburb. Imagine when he has to, I don't know, drive to the other side of the country. What would happen then? He noticed something. Oh, God. Huh. He's the most powerful man in the world. I love how people are commentating on Truman's life, and then I'm commentating on the entire thing. Hey, they weren't expecting him. Oh! There's a set.
Just tell me what's happening. Got the poster. We're remodeling.
Remodeling?
Oh, you're trespass.
They literally kicked him out.
It's a bad time, okay? I'm way behind.
I'm onto something, Marlon. Something big.
I don't think you
Okay, you
should
look
talk
like
to
shit.
your friend.
There's no point trying to explain it, but a lot of strange things have been happening.
Only now? Surely more strange things have happened in the past.
You know what I mean?
No, Truman, look, this is one of your fantasies.
I think
don't
this
have
is
time for
about my
that.
dad.
Your dad?
I think he's alive.
They are all gaslighting him. They are hired to gaslight him his whole entire life.
You ready to go?
No, I just can't.
Come on.
I told you I can't.
What was that?
You're gonna get both the asses fired, you know that.
Okay, then, let's do it.
What?
Whatever you say.
Oh, the sun
I'm
and the
being set up
moon.
for-
Beautiful. But the sky is fake,
No.
so probably the sun and the moon is fake too.
Look at that sunset, Truman. It's perfect.
Unworldly,
big guy.
what it is.
Just between you and me, Marlon, I'm going away for a while.
don't tell Marlon.
Us at Mount Rushmore. Do you remember, Truman, when Dad was still with us?
He is still with us.
So small.
Things always do when you look back.
Look, Truman.
They don't give him a
Happiest
second.
day of our lives.
He's like, yeah, sure.
Besides, we have something to discuss. Certain person's birthday.
Oh, I see.
Is it his birthday coming up? I love the way that they just try and dictate what he should do with his time. Oh no, you stay here, watch your show. You just show.
Where we learn that you don't have to leave home to discover what the world's all about.
It's like the show is specific to try and teach him a lesson. What? Oh, what's that? Crossing her fingers.
I'd love to, but I'm really late.
She's always
What's your rush?
smile talking like this.
Anyway, I have an amputation on one of the young women who was in that elevator. She's very young.
He doesn't buy it at all.
Wish me luck.
I'll cross my fingers for you.
Struck something in her. Maybe he knows that she's fake too. That's just soul crushing to discover your wife never loved you. There's no way to sneak up on her. They would just lie for her.
Can you tell her I had to go to Fiji, and then I'll call her when I get there?
When you get to Fiji?
She's like, that's not gonna happen. So sure, I'll tell her your message. Oh, she's running. Did you see that? Yeah, people are gonna try and get in his way because everybody knows that she's being followed by him. Everyone's in the way. Everyone. It's so obvious.
Couple.
They can't do surgery. They're actors and actresses.
I'm now making my primary.
Is the patient even in?
Just above the right knee.
Oh, not asleep because she's acting. Is no one at the travel agency? It could happen to you. That's pretty grim. That's not a good thing to have in a travel agency.
When would you like to leave?
Today.
Just go to the airport, book a ticket. Oh, there's probably no airport.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for at least a month.
A month?
What?
You want to book the flight?
Terrible excuse.
Last call for Chicago! All aboard!
The guy was purposely delaying him. Are they gonna let him on?
Hi. Hello.
They're all looking at him like he shouldn't be here.
Mom, isn't that beautiful? Face the front.
Damn, kid. Almost gave it away. You've got to drive, dude. Everybody in the bus is like, oh man, this bus isn't gonna go because Truman's on it. Engine stalls.
Everybody off.
Hissing.
We've got a problem.
That's so sad. So what, every bus is just gonna be the same?
Sorry.
Meryl, the lying nurse.
In just a moment, you will see a lady on a red bike.
Truman.
Look.
Just look, Meryl.
Lady.
Red bike. Flowers.
Flowers. And...
Oh, they changed it. They
There it is!
changed it.
There it is! There's the dented beetle! Yeah!
Oh, no, they didn't. If it were me, I'd be like, yeah, that's weird.
They go around the block. They come back. They go around again. They just go round and round.
You know, I invited Rita and Marlon for a barbecue on Sunday. I'm
I
going to
won't
make
be
my
here
potato
Sunday.
salad, and I need you to remind me.
She's
that we
not
don't work
listening.
I think you should save for a few months and then go. Go take
Just
a
to
shower.
appease him for a little while.
Let's go now.
I'm ready. Early bird gathers no moss. Rolling stone catches the worm, right?
Going nuts, and he's taking her with him. I love how she looks back at the camera.
I'm being spontaneous!
This would make me dizzy.
So why would you want to go there?
Because I never have.
Yeah, exactly. All the cars blocking, of course.
Beautifully synchronized, don't you agree?
You're blaming me for the traffic?
Should I?
She knows he knows. She can't be stupid.
Truman, that's our turn off.
I changed my mind.
Oh.
Mardi Gras!
You want to destroy yourself, you do it on your own.
I think I'd like a little company.
Good answer.
You know you can't drive over water. Just go home where you'll feel safe.
Do it anyway. Drive.
Sweetie.
Drive.
Wow, he has a lot of faith in her.
We're over the bridge! We're over the bridge!
We're over the bridge.
We're over the bridge!
We're over!
Oh my God, that's crazy. Forest fire, extreme danger.
I'm sure they're exaggerating.
Exaggerating. Oh!
Exaggerating? Would you believe that?
They're just gonna drive through. Oh! They just drove through.
You okay?
Yes!
You wanna do it again? No!
Truman, stop!
They still got cameras on him, even past the bridge.
What are we gonna do for money when we get to New Orleans?
I have my Sea Haven bank card.
Will that work? Uh-oh. What now?
What now?
That's what I said.
Is there anything I can do?
No, ma'am. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome, Truman.
Truman. He knew his name.
Truman! Truman!
So now he knows it's fake.
Truman, stop him!
Oh, good, good. Get to the truth of it. Yes, son, go, run.
I understand. Thanks again.
I understand.
Right.
So happy all the time. They had to have known that at some point in his life this would happen.
You can't stand me.
That's not true.
The way her face
Let me
changed.
fix you some of this new Mococo drink. All natural cocoa
Oh,
beans from
my
the upper
Lord.
slopes of Mountain Nicaragua. No artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about?
So out of the blue.
You're having a nervous breakdown. That's what's happening.
You're part of this, aren't you?
Yeah, thank you.
You're scaring me, Meryl. What are you gonna do?
Meryl, you'll lose your job.
Choice!
No! Do something!
Do something. Who are you talking to, Meryl?
No, anything, please stop!
Oh my gosh, who was that?
Truman?
Oh, it's his mate.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
This looks pretty bad on him now.
To carry on under these conditions, it's unprofessional.
Unprofessional. It's his life, lady. It shouldn't be professional.
Maybe I'm losing my mind, but it feels like the whole world revolves around me somehow.
It's funny
A lot of
because
world.
if anyone was to say that, we'd call them up themselves,
Sure,
but
that's not
he's
wishful
literally
thinking.
like that for
Mean
him.
something. Who hasn't wanted to be somebody?
This is different. Everybody seems to be in on it.
So why is he talking to Marlon?
You're the closest thing I ever had to a brother, Truman.
I hope he means that.
You don't want to believe it, so you look for answers somewhere else.
Tell him, Marlon, you're supposedly his best friend.
The point is, I'd gladly walk in front of traffic for you.
He's narrating the whole thing.
The point is, I would gladly step in front of traffic for you, Truman.
And this is like touching his heart right now.
The last thing that I would ever do.
Oh my God, this is pathetic.
If everybody is in on it, I'd have to be in on it too.
Precisely. Where's the earplug? Where is the device?
I'm not in. You were right about one thing, though. The thing that started all this.
What is it?
I found him for you, Truman.
Oh, that's so random.
Sure.
So they gave him his father so he doesn't think about Fiji for now. I mean, is it even his real dad? Is the mum even his real mum? Because the mum seems to be in on it, which would mean she's an actor.
I never stop believing.
They've got Truman cushions. So unethical.
Fade up music.
Christof, meanwhile, is getting off. He's just like, my masterpiece. That's the money shot. It's made everybody happy at home. Oh. Meanwhile, she's in the real world, and she just wants to tell him the truth. She's the only one.
1.7 billion were there for his birth.
His birth. A star is born.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to an audience around the globe.
That is insane.
And along with the Great Wall of China, one of only 2 man-made structures visible from space.
Oh!
It's the Truman Show!
How the hell do the people inside the town go to their regular lives? Do they ever go on holiday?
We all know how jealously you guard your privacy.
He guards his privacy a lot. That's good for
Don't
him.
mention it. We have had our close calls in the past.
Truman! It's television! Yes!
Ah!
I did it! On the Truman Show!
Oh my God.
There's never been anything to compare with this most recent breach in security. The first
Truman, you are on
intruder to be a
TV.
former- But let's remind viewers of exactly why Dad was written out in the first place.
Okay, yes.
I like to be an explorer, like the Great Magellan.
Oh, you're too late. There's really nothing left to explore.
It's shocking to hear that as a kid.
Came up with the concept of Kirk's drowning.
Most. Truman's been terrified of the water.
Oh, so they did it because he always wanted to be an explorer.
But how do you intend to explain his 22-year absence?
Amnesia.
Oh, so the dad's also an actor.
The one who was elected.
In competition with 5 other unwanted pregnancies.
Oh,
The casting of it.
so he's not even, his mum gave birth to him,
Yes,
which is
believe
what I
Truman
suspected.
Is the first child to have been legally adopted by a corporation.
That's correct.
By
The
a
show,
corporation.
has discovering the true nature of his world until now.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as...
That's true.
You're a liar and a manipulator, and what you've done to Truman is sick.
It's her, Sylvia.
What right do you have to take a baby and turn his life into some kind of mockery?
Exactly.
I have given Truman the chance to lead a normal life.
Normal.
If he was absolutely determined to discover the truth, there's no way we could prevent him.
They do it on a
Really?
daily basis.
Caller.
It's been an overwhelmingly positive experience.
Yes, for Truman and for the viewing public.
The viewing public need to wake up.
Mike, the big news is that Meryl will be leaving Truman in an upcoming episode.
Oh, wow.
Heard it here first.
Meryl's
It has been a
given up. That would have been so weird if Meryl and Truman had a baby. Just watching him sleep. I'm only sleeping category on Twitch. That's what this is. 24-hour stream. I've done this. I've done this on Twitch. Best believe. He's just so naturally entertaining. Honestly though, 24-hour streamers, they live a life like Truman anyway.
Okay.
Gonna go?
Hallway camera ready.
Get the hallway camera ready.
Oh, and in case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Back to his usual self.
Oh, hey, Pluto. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like Pluto.
This isn't about insurance. This is about the great variable.
He's just, I don't know if he's accepting it, but he's...
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Truman, this is Vivian.
Oh, his new love interest. It's gotta be. He's into blondes. They know that.
Just tidying up his garbage. I was gonna call you, but halfway through he gave up and he fell asleep.
His life's being
I want to check on the
micromanaged.
setup. Isolate the audio. Give me a close-up on his torso.
It's fake? Maybe
Where's
it's...
Chloe? Call him. Tell him it's a wrong number.
Maybe it's a fake body.
There. Stop it. Zoom in.
On which?
They're
Under the chair
sus.
there.
They're sus of him.
If he couldn't have gone up the stairs, he must still be
Get
in the
Marlon
room.
over there.
Someone's gonna lose their job. I can't believe that I think he snuck out. Oh, his bestie with the beers. The brewskis.
I got us a 6-pack of cold brewskis with our name on them.
He's just gonna
Come on,
interrupt
buddy.
his sleep. This is bad. This looks bad on TV too. A hole to the yard.
Don't look in the camera. Say something. Keep it going. Keep it going. He's gone. Cut transmission!
Cut transmission?
Cut it!
That was the wrong thing to say.
Jesus, God in heaven.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Give me the phone.
First time in like 10,913 days?
We've got every available extra looking for him. The principals are helping out. The crew too, so every sector's covered.
Have they checked Fiji?
He has the world's most recognizable face. He can't disappear.
Oh my God. The moon is a searchlight. This is so odd. The whole town is out looking for him. If he was to see this, How would they all explain this search party for him? This is a good reason to be sus, and it'd be hard to explain. Oh my god, someone shut that dog up. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I'll find him.
Oh. Oh.
All this us. If you could just hear my voice.
Does this mother even love him?
We need more light. We'll never find him this way.
So Christof is kind of like his dad. His psycho dad.
Cue the sun.
The sun. Wow. Oh my god.
This sponsors are threatening to rip up their contract.
Why? We're getting higher ratings with this graphic than we've ever had on this show.
Oh really?
Everyone's at first positions, right?
They're just, they look frozen, but they're people.
We're not watching the sea.
Oh, man who's afraid of the water's gone into the water.
Resume transmission.
Resuming transmission.
He's back. Everyone's obsessed with him. Everyone looks worried for him. I hope people are rooting for his escape. I really do.
That's our hero shot.
How do they have a camera in this boat? Oh. Oh. She still loves him.
Let's get another boat up.
Another boat?
Get it moving. Get it out of here.
It's the same guy that was driving the bus, right?
I'm used to the bus driver. Bottom line is
Yeah.
they can't drive the bus.
They reused him.
How do we stop them?
What? What is that?
We're going to be accessing the weather program.
Oh no.
I think we're going to want to localize a storm over the boat.
Just over the boat.
There's no rescue boat. He won't know what to do.
He'll turn back. He'll be too afraid.
But they could potentially kill him here.
There she blows.
And they're okay with that? And that's recorded on television? This is so messed up.
God's sake, Chris. The whole world is watching.
Exactly.
She was born in front of a live audience.
So he should die in front of a live audience? Turn off the storm. At least there was someone there with reason. Christof's lost the plot.
You can do it! Hold!
What the heck? Turn off the bloody storm.
Is that the best you can do? You're gonna have to kill me!
He's literally begging to be heard.
He's gonna drown and he doesn't even care.
Do it.
No, no, don't listen to him. I cannot believe that Christof can get away with this. It's like Truman's life doesn't matter. The public aren't questioning what the show is doing here. They're just hoping he makes it out alive. Do they not realize that the directors caused this? Oh, wow. I hope he's okay. Oh. Oh, thank God. He made it. Wow. Clear skies. Thank the Lord. He looks happy. That is such a tiny boat and a tiny steering wheel, though. I don't know how he expected to get all the way across to the other side of the ocean. You can see the background of his face. Oh! His shadow. At least he knows he's not crazy anymore. He's not strong enough for this. What's he gonna do? I actually, like, as an actress on this set, how do you actually get out? I wish someone in the town would bloody help him. No one's got a heart. He should have brought an axe. Oh. The water's really shallow here. The cameras are still following him, I guess. Oh yeah, they are. Oh, look, a little stairway. He's gonna talk to his corporate son for the first time ever.
You can speak.
Oh.
I can hear you.
It sounds like God.
I am the creator of a television show that gives hope and joy and inspiration to millions.
No, Truman gives hope and joy and inspiration to others.
There's no more truth out there than there is in the world I created for you.
Let him go, for
But
God's
in my
sakes.
world, you have nothing to fear.
That's true.
And afraid. That's why you can't leave.
He was ready to leave until you got into his head.
I have been watching you your whole life.
like Santa Claus.
Watch the episode when you lost your first tooth.
He creepily sort of loves him in some way.
You can't.
And then Christof's like, what? You called? He's trying to play God.
Well, say something, goddammit. You're on television. You're live to the whole world.
Who cares? This is probably the most interesting the show has gotten.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Nice one. Oh, good. And if the real world gets too crazy, well, he's got Sylvia to help him out. And honestly, the rest of the world, I'm sure they'd help him out. She's on her way to Fiji? Yes! It's like, it's mixed emotions because they're obviously sad because they'll miss him, but happy for him. Yes! Hell yeah. Your show's over, pal.
What else is on?
Yeah, let's do what else.
Where's the TV guy?
They'll probably make another show with another baby. Oh, that was it? The Truman Show. Okay, this is listed as a comedy and a drama, but I also think it probably needs to be listed as a dystopian film. It doesn't have sci-fi elements in it, but it's definitely dystopic because in no world ever would this be okay? Morally and ethically, it was so wrong. And the audience knew it. They were rooting for Truman to get out by the end of it because they knew that he needed this for himself. Despite the new world being dangerous and scary, as Christof described to him, he needs to step into the real world and start to live his life. His entire life, from when he was a baby, was just a complete lie. His mom, his dad, his wife, his friends. At the beginning, I was like, okay, surely his mother and father, at the very least, aren't in on it. Maybe they're part of the show. Maybe they somehow are truly in his life because they want to be in his life. But the dad, as it appeared, he wanted to reunite with his son so he could get back on the biggest show on the planet, which is so sad. You think, oh my God, this dad, this must be the real dad because he cares so much about his son. No, he just wanted to get back onto the show, literally infiltrate the show because he was sour about how he was written off, which is so sad. And his mom too. You think that his mom is real, but it turns out that he was the first baby in the world to be adopted by a corporation. And that's heartbreaking. And when you think about Meryl too, because she is an actress, but we never see her drive home after a long day of work. She stays in the house as a wife to Truman. The audience made a comment. They were like, we never see what's going on. It's just the wind and the window and the scenery, but we never see what goes on between Meryl and Truman. We are to assume that they sleep together. But if that is the case, if we are thinking that Truman has a normal marital life and he sleeps with his wife, then that would be really morally and ethically wrong to hire Meryl to act as his wife and also sleep with him, because she's then being paid to act as his wife, but also sleep with him. She's getting paid to sleep with him. So she has two jobs, in my opinion. She's an actress and something else. And then his friend too, he said that they'd been best friends since they were 7 years old. So he's been acting his whole life in this world. Maybe he would get to go away into the normal world, potentially, and step out of this fake man-made island. But everybody else, they seem to really just be stuck in this island. So they're contractually obliged to live and act in this fake world, which is so nuts to me. Like, that's why I think it should be a dystopic movie. And Ed Harris was playing God, essentially. At the end there, he sounded like God, because to Truman, he was just a voice in the sky, right? And it's the saddest thing in the world because Ed Harris, Christof, is like his father. And if that's who his real father is, that's heartbreaking. He's never really had a true family. The only person that was true to him ever was Sylvia, and they kicked her out straight away. Everybody else cared about the show, cared about being on the world's biggest show, the money, the fame, nothing else mattered. And holy crap, imagine that, how alone you would feel in this world. It was a great movie, don't get me wrong. It was super unique, nothing like I've ever seen before. I mean, obviously I had seen this before, but I don't remember it. So to me, it's like nothing like I've ever seen before. And him wanting to go to Fiji for so long just to be reunited with Sylvia again. And the actors and the director and the producers doing everything they could ever do to just make sure that doesn't happen. And I think that's probably why Meryl at the end there in the car, she was like, okay, we can think about it in a few months' time. Maybe because the producers of the show were like, okay, he wants to go to Fiji. He's not getting this out of his mind, but maybe we can prepare something in Fiji for a few months' time. We're not prepared for it right now because this dome has 7,000 cameras. I think he said 5,000 or 7,000 cameras, but Fiji obviously isn't prepared for that. So I think they needed more time for that. So they were like, all right, put Fiji on hold. Let's cancel the Fiji idea until we're ready to cover it. And that's what I'm thinking. It honestly felt like, because I used to play a lot of GTA RP, GTA roleplay, and it just felt like everybody was role-playing and he was the only person that wasn't role-playing. And that's when it gets not funny. It's okay when everybody is in on it, but when one person doesn't know that it's real, that's when it's super creepy. I loved Ed Harris as Christof. Ed Harris just plays a great villain. He just has those eyes. I don't know what it is about him, but he just always does the villain role so good. And he's not the most typical villain in this movie because he's really just trying to do his job and he thinks he's doing the best thing for Truman, but really he's just doing the best thing for himself and the show. And the show had to end eventually. I think he eventually accepted that. The rest of the world was super happy for Truman, but Christof, he really tried to do everything in his power to stop him from getting to the other side of the ocean, to the end of the ocean, because he knew that's where there was a giant wall that was fake and he would instantly know after that. So much so that Truman almost died because of that storm. And everybody in the studio was like, don't do this, Christof. This is messed. He could die on live television, and he still went on. He went on until he realized he couldn't anymore because it was being captured. And he would probably go to jail if Truman actually did end up dying. The fact that they put his life in that much danger though, and they're getting away with it, again, makes me think it should probably be listed as a dystopian film. Because sure, the actors and the actresses, they might be getting paid a buttload of money, but Truman, he works as an insurance dealer. He is probably just making, I would assume, a regular salary. And also he didn't sign up for any of this. And then his life is being put at risk just so he could stay in this dome of a world in which he didn't accept or even know about until recently. It did surprise me that it took him, what, 30 odd years to discover that his whole world was fake. I would assume that I would discover it earlier. But in saying that, we do accept the world that we are just planted in, just as Christof said. So if he didn't know any other world, maybe he wouldn't question it. Maybe he wouldn't question the weirdness of his world because that's all he knows. Only the actors and the actresses know better. Maybe the actors and the actresses who were with him when he was younger. Like, I wonder about his schooling as well. There would have been a lot of kids as well to try and control the kids and make sure none of the kids spill anything. Because you can't really predict kids. I would feel like they would also need to be brought up in this fake world as well. There was a scene in the bus where there was a little girl and she was like, hey mom, isn't that Truman? And she almost blew it. That's what makes me think that all the kids probably have to be brainwashed as well to believe that they are in a real world too. Otherwise they would blow it somehow, especially when he was a kid. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. It was a very thought-provoking film. There was a lot to unpack, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm so glad that I rewatched it because I didn't remember any of the plot lines and I didn't remember how it concluded either. So I'm glad I rewatched it as an adult, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction too. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below, and if you did like it, give it a big old thumbs up because it helps my channel out quite a lot. And if you are after the uncut version, you can find it over on Patreon. The link for that is in the description bar and in the pinned comments down below. For the uncut version, you just need a copy of the film so that you can watch it along with me, and there will be a timer. I can be on one screen and the movie can be on the other screen. Besides uncuts, there's also early access to my content, bloopers, behind the scenes, polls, BTS, and in the description bar, you can also find all my social media handles: Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, TikTok, Facebook, as well as my 2 other channels, my gaming channel, Cherry Plays, and my vlog channel, Very Cherry. So guys, thank you so much for watching The Truman Show with me. Until the next video, take care of yourselves, and I hope you're having an amazing day. See you next time. Bye.